In this video, we will be going over how to use tyflow to create a wind flow simulation using particles and paths to observe how wind flow is affected by buildings. This video references and makes adjustments to the methods taught in Sand Portal VFX tutorial in 3ds Max by the YouTube channel Redefine FX. First, we need to make the wind paths. Set the view to top and go into the Create tab. Choose Shapes and then choose Line. Set the initial type to Smooth to create smooth lines, and draw a few lines over the buildings to create the wind paths. Go into Perspective View and then move the wind paths above the buildings. Within the Modify tab, choose the vertices of the line to adjust the heights along the path. To make the wind flow appear more natural, we need to make the paths less rigid and have more movement. Add the noise modifier to the path. Reduce the scale to a more natural amount and choose the strength of the noise. Set the frequency to 0.25 and select Animate Noise. Move the marker along the time bar at the bottom to view the noise animation or press play. Adjust the noise as required. Now we need to create the particle flow. Go into the Create tab and choose tyflow. Drag and create a tyflow in the viewport. Then go into Helpers and choose tyflow. Create a tie icon and move it into position at the end of the wind path line. This icon will be used to set the starting point of the particle flow. To create the particle flow, select the tyflow and go into the Modify tab. Then select Open Editor to open the editor window. Add the birth operator to create a generator for the particles. Select birth and set the total particles to 2,500. Set the end to the amount of time needed for the animation. To edit the amount of time in the animation, select the clock icon at the bottom and change the end time to the desired amount. For this animation, we are using 300. Now we need to create a particle generation location. Add the position icon operator to the editor and place it below birth. Under Position icon, choose Pick and select the tie icon created earlier. To set the path that the wind should follow, add the Path Follow operator underneath the position icon. Under Path Follow, select Pick and choose the line. Change the spin variation to 25. Next, add a Slow operator to slow down the speed of the flow. Set the velocity to 25 and the variation to 20. To make the flow of particles more natural, we can add forces. Add a force operator underneath the slow operator. Scroll down and change the built-in noise to turbulence. Adjust the strength as needed, using the time marker to view the results. Next, add a particle bind operator and turn on bind to siblings to have some particles cling together for more natural movement. Add a spawn operator underneath the particle bind to control the particle spawning. Move the time marker to the beginning and change the spawn mode to by travel distance. Change the step size to 30 and the particle count to 10%. Adjust as needed. Now we need to give the particles a shape. Add a shape operator below the display operator. Scroll down and select 3D and choose a shape. For this, we chose round chunks. Then go into Display and choose Geometry under the display mode. This makes the geometries visible in the viewport. You can change the color of the particles as well by selecting the colored circle next to the display operator. You can also change the scale of the particles by going into Shape and scrolling down to Scale. The final and important step is to create collision so that the wind flow can be influenced by the buildings. Add a collision operator underneath the shape operator. Under collision objects, choose Pick and select the buildings. Set the particle interaction to bounce and set the bounce percent to 100 for maximum influence. Adjust the motion inheritance. In this project, we have set it to 50. Now move the time marker along to view the effect. Some of the particles are flowing beneath the buildings. To fix this, go into Top View and then choose Plane from the Create tab. Draw a plane over the buildings at the height of the bottom of the buildings. In the tyflow collision operator, select Pick under the objects and choose the new plane. Turn the plane off in the viewport and select Play Animation again. Now it will bounce off the floor as well. Turn off the lines and the tie icon and move the tyflow out of the window. Now you can view the animation.